What was the reaction after your last appearance here?
Judging by their face, I think everyone's reaction when they were last here was not a good one. Where did I assume that, you may ask? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the YouTube comments on my last video. Welcome back, boys. In today's video, we're talking about the two parents that want to genderize and have their child be a non-binary child. What's the point, you may ask? There's not a point, but let's roll with it. But if you want to check out the first video I made on them, there'll be a link down in the description so you can go check that out. Also guys, quickly before today's video starts, if you could please hit that bell button. Also come and follow me on Discord. I've been talking to you guys a lot over there recently. And also YouTube's not really sending videos out as well as it used to. I wonder why, thank you. But if you hit the bell button or follow me on Discord, you're guaranteed to get the video within 2 minutes of it being uploaded, and it'll be so much appreciated. But anyway, these two parents are actually pretty surprised that the public didn't take that very well. But don't just take my word for it, let's hear what they say.
To be honest, it was very, very mixed. Online, Charlie got quite a lot of negative, hateful comments. I sat by the phone and got nothing.
Really?
It was quite odd because I was actually geared up for like the worst of the worst of the worst coming through and nothing.
And why do you think that one? Why do you think you carried the brunt of it?
Probably because if you look back at the first interview, Charlie's the one that does all the talking. The other guy literally doesn't say anything. I think he says like one sentence or something.
They walk around in salmon shirts, or some like to call it, it's pink.
And that's it. That's probably why Charlie got the most of the hate from it. But yes, Charlie, why do you think you got the brunt of this?
To be honest, I don't know. But basically, when I was reading through some of the comments on social media and things, it was actually really centered around myself and our son.
Right.
So
I mean, well, yes, that is what the whole video was literally about. Your son and you guys. Like good old Dave down the road. That doesn't make any sense. Of course they were talking about you guys. Absolute idiot.
literally they'd attack me for how I looked, attacked me for the choices I made personally, and then they'd actually attacked my son.
Yeah.
Saying that he was basically going to be a serial killer when he grew up.
Whoa, okay, literally nobody said that in the comments. I'm sure, and I can imagine, it's YouTube and the internet, there was probably a bunch of inappropriate comments, I can imagine. But honestly, looking back through even just my comments, the majority of them weren't taking like the piss out of her or her son or anything. They were just saying that, isn't it going to confuse a child, telling him that he's not a boy or a girl, and when he asks, they say you can be whatever you want to be. To a kid, then making him wear sort of pink socks and pink dresses, while also saying if he wants to be a boy, he can be a boy. That would be so confusing. And reading back through the comments, honestly, people had issue with this more than anything else. I mean, God, if I took every comment I ever got from a YouTube video and took it personally, I'd probably be quite upset as well. So if you guys could please write some words of encouragement in the comments about me, that it would really make my day, please guys. Otherwise I'm going to be really sad and not upload again for 2 months.
He had serial killer eyes, another Ed Gein. I actually had
Let's explain how old he was at the time.
4. He was 4 years old when adults found it acceptable to go online and attack a child, an innocent child. We've not told him anything about this. We're not prepared to show him that side.
Well, yes, obviously don't show a 4-year-old all the hate comments. What kind of logic is that? Oh, hey, Justin, come down, dinner's ready. But before dinner, let me let me just read out some of the hate comments you got on YouTube.com yesterday. Like, what the hell? And also, how is it any more acceptable to tell a kid who's 4 years old to be confusing him, telling him that he's a boy and a girl and he can choose whatever he wants to be? Like, 4 years old is so young to be introducing these kind of things to him. He doesn't need to know about any of this. If anything, the two parents should be more responsible and take more responsibility on bringing up the child, making sure he has a good childhood, that he is loved, and that he is being taught important things in life, not this kind of stuff. Look, I completely understand where parents want to teach maybe the kids something that they're interested in, but That's more like football or rugby or basketball, something like that. Not transgender stuff at the age of 4. That's gonna mess up the kids so much, but that's perfectly fine. But how dare you give me any criticism, you sick people.
We showed him the photos. We showed him that he was on TV with the photos and things. We showed him that he was in the papers. He thought it was fun.
Well, yes, obviously, he's 4 years old and he's just been put in the newspaper. He's 4 years old. Can he even read what the headline even said? Probably not. We showed him he was in the newspaper and he thought it was fun. You give a 4-year-old a stick, he'll think it's fun. That doesn't make it acceptable. At this point, 10 years from now, he's going to be making videos about his parents.
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Well, when you were talking then, you were saying that you were raising him as gender neutral, and it really up to him to kind of choose his way forward in this life. He is starting to identify himself as him, which is why we are calling him that today. So how does he feel about things? Because he's getting older, he's at school, he's got friends. His friends know, as children are, very accepting of all these things, unsurprisingly. They're not sort of, you know, they're young enough to kind of just be more open-minded than a lot of other people out there.
Yeah, but I really believe that at the age of 4, you can really have no conception of exactly what this whole thing means. It's not something, I'm guessing here, it's not something that you probably pick. It's something that probably happens over time, and when he wants to talk about it, then I think you should talk about it and sure, be open-minded. But really does seem, and I can't help but seem like this, that the parents are really pushing this onto him.
How is life for him now?
It's really good for him, actually.
Yeah.
He's very open, he's very opinionated. If someone says or does anything that he doesn't like, he will let you know, however colourful it may be. The joys of schools and the different people that go on, what people find acceptable as language and that.
Well, to be honest, that's probably a good thing. Let's just hope this whole thing isn't mentally manipulating him into believing maybe he's something that he's not. But at the same time, he's 4 years old. You take what your parents say with a lot of thought and you put their opinion on a pedestal. So at the same time, I really can't imagine that he wouldn't be thinking about the things that his parents are always telling him about, saying that he's not a boy or a girl. I mean, I just can't help but keep thinking just how confusing that must be for a 4-year-old. I didn't even know he was that young. I watched the first video and there wasn't even a picture of him or any talk about how old he was. I don't know, to me this whole thing just seems a little bit messed up. And I'm pretty sure the majority of you probably agree.
When it comes to Christmas, we get him, can he wear it? Can he read it? Can he read it? Can he play with it? We get him his clothes, we get him his books, and then we get him his toys. And 9 times out of 10, we ask him what idea he wants, like for Christmas and that. And we usually rate his YouTube playlist for the toy reviews. And then we get a general idea because it's a case of...
Yeah, you basically just described every single kid that has ever existed. Didn't really answer the question, which proves my point as to say is the whole gender thing doesn't matter. Yes, as long as he's safe, as long as he's happy and he feels secure. Every kid should feel like that. That's got nothing to do with being bi-neutral at the age of 4.
Sort of like restriction on it.
Yeah.
If he says that he wants, say like, he says he wants a pink bike, not a problem. He wants a Batman scooter.
It's that freedom of choice, isn't it?
I don't think any parent has been like, Justin, what would you like for Christmas, sweetie?
I would like to have a pink bike, please, Mummy.
No, Justin, you can't have the pink bike.
It must be blue. No one says that to their kids. Also, leave a like for that amazing voice acting. Thank you.
Where are you in the process now? What's your
in the
thought
next
process?
couple of months, looking for the surgery. Yeah.
And you've worked hard for this surgery, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because to make sure, I mean, like you said there, it's almost like...
Whoa, Jesus Christ. For a second I thought they were talking about the kid then. The kid in the next few months going to have the surgery. Whew, that was like a jump scare. Okay, good. Well, honestly, for them two, good. I hope they're both happy and I hope they're doing well. I honestly think they're nice people. It's just that when it comes to their kid, I just think it's very weird. And personally, quite frankly, wrong to be pushing all these things onto a 4-year-old. But that is my opinion. I want to hear what you guys have to say for this. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this whole situation. Is it right that they're pushing this onto a 4-year-old kid and confusing him with all these pronouns and stuff. Shouldn't the kid be more worried about having just a good childhood? Let me know in the comments down below. And anyway, boys and girls, this is it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, mate. Also, make sure to hit the bell notification so you do actually subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bro fist.